the New York Yankees taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming your way next. John Shabby, Chris Singleton with you, and you gotta love a Game 7, especially with a trip to the World Series on the line, Chris.
Yeah, and the heat's turned up all the way tonight, Boog. The pressure's never higher than in a Game 7, and the pennant's on the line in this one. So it's a matter now of which team can handle it better, which team can put the nerves aside and play clean baseball one play at a time.
Yeah, it's got to be hard to stay in the moment knowing the World Series is just one win away. The stakes are sky high. I've had players tell me the highest level of pressure in the playoffs is in the LCS, not the World Series. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Getting the nod for Game 7 on the mound, Pablo Lopez. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Obviously, there's a lot of pressure in this ball game, but important just to try to diffuse that. Take your deep breaths, step off the mound, do whatever you need to do to get yourself in a position. I wouldn't try to get all the strikeouts early. Get the defense involved in this ball game, see if they can get you through a few innings, and then find that groove.
This one in the air, right field. One away. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
That one fouled off. Softly hit to third. Boom. Quick start here this evening. 2 out. Top of the first.
The catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
2 down, bases empty. Francisco Alvarez digs in now. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And ball one. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning for Cody Bellinger.
Batting fourth, the center fielder of the 35, Cody Bellinger.
Jumps, but it's off his glove. He gets to the bag in time, and they do get the out. So now the Mariners offense gets to go to work for the first time. We've got no score. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. Back in Seattle and getting the nod for Game 7 on the hill, Paul Skeens. What do we have on him?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Here's Josh Naylor.
The leadoff hitter tonight, the first baseman, number 12, Josh Naylor.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Got him. One gone, bottom half of the first. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
That's the ball.
Henderson matched a homer in his last game.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first two hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Oh, great stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. Scoreless after one. The decisive seventh game of this American League Championship Series. Top of the second, Bryce Harper stepping in now for the Yankees. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
And there's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
That is it. The designated hitter.
What?
The 1-0. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One out in second. One out man at first. Here's the veteran outfielder, Mason Wynn. And the 1-0. Fastball for a strike at 95. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. Swings through it for the catch. And him out front for strike three.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
the sweeper misses for a ball. Harper off of first with 2 away. And that's a strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fights it off. We'll see another. And a payoff pitch. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 1 left for the Yankees. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Mariners, Julio. Rodriguez with a homer in his last game. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside low, 2-2. That one to first. Harper handles, throws to first, and quickly 1 away in the second. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting 6. The left fielder, Kwan.
Now it's going to be Stephen Kwan. Yeah, that's fouled off. Second inning here, no score. Started to go after it. Now a look down to third. Did not go. Two down, nobody on. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. That ends the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Yankees, Manny Machado.
This draft is so true.
That one fouled off. Swing and a miss.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
That's out the corner.
And that one is lifted in the air. Rivas has a beat on it, and there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially with the wind swirling around out there.
The 0-1. This one in the air right field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Top of the third, no score. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez under it. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, number 25.
Brent Rooker, the next to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That one just misses. 2-2.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think of. Good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Struck him out looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Alec Bohm. The 0-2. Up the middle. Into the outfield, base hit. And a man aboard.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
In there at the knees. Strike one. Fouled off. He was late.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Leo Rivas now at the plate. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
One now. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
home. Leads off first with 2 down to the inning. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Now one miss.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Up the middle. Nice grab to first. Throw is low, and nearly a great play. The scoop goes in and out of the glove.
Well, this is unfortunate because it looked like it was going to be an awesome play, something we see on the highlights tonight and tomorrow. But you have to applaud the effort on the stop. And if you don't take care of the throw, it goes from a wow moment to one you regret really quick.
First and second, 2 outs. Gunnar Henderson up next for the Mariners. He's 0 for 1. That one catches the corner for a strike. The Mariners looking to strike first here in Game 7 of the ALCS. Swing and he breaks his back. Gets him easily, ends the inning. On to the 4th, still scoreless. Back at T-Mobile Park, start of the 4th, Francisco Alvarez stepping in now for the Yankees.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 34, Bryce.
So here is Bryce Harper, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
A base hit. So a 2-out now keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter,
The 1-0. Swing and a ground ball. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. The Yanks lead 1. Still no score. Bottom of the inning. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 1-1. High fly ball down the left field line. And that's a foul ball. Two now. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and down. He'll take a trot around the bases. The Mariners strike first. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
That one ripped. One down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Moniak stands in now and watches strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Right, doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate. Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. Not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Two down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 1-2 now.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
In the air, left field. And that's the 3rd out. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. It's now 1-0. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. 1 up, 1 down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Oh, 1 down. And there's a foul ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one misses in the dirt. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Rodriguez raging back towards the wall. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Up next for the Rangers, the third baseman, Machado.
Here's Machado. 0 for 1 so far. Machado working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Two down, nobody on. Here in Game 7 of the ALCS. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
This to third. Boom. The throw to first. Machado is out. And that is that. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. The decisive 7th game of this American League Championship Series. And stepping in for the Mariners, Alec Bohm. In the air, right field. And there's one away.
Next to the Mariners, the designated hitter, number 9, Vinny Pasquantino.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. There's a line drive to left field. 2 away.
Up next to the Mariners, the second baseman.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Leo Rivas. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Bad one. Nope, ball one.
Left field. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. 5 innings complete. It's the Mariners 1 and the Yankees nothing. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
Took a golf from the podium. Got the guys in here, high sodium. It's a lonely man, things ain't going as planned, but it's a real life.
George Lombard Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
George Lombard Jr.
What a stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution. Boog, this offense is fighting for their lives right now. They're not ready for this season to be over, so they need to dig deep and find a way to get something going. Anything will help.
That smash towards center. Brings it in. 2 away now.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Francisco Alvarez will hit next. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
The ends leading by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swings through that.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
And come on.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 3. Cody Bellinger waiting to hit for the Yankees. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive. Three-two now. And he walked him. And after that long battle, he's aboard representing the tying run.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. One left for the Yankees, still behind by a count of 1-0. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Josh Naylor. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Cole Reagans.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
No, that's a ball.
If we are being honest, I like all of these cards.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Ravens in his 9th season, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. Next offering misses down and away.
Stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat. Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ballgame.
What?
Raleigh jumps out of the way of ball 1. And now you can see he's taking some exception to the location of the last pitch. He didn't like the look of that at all, and they're having some words.
Yeah, and look, this is a spot.
Oh, that one almost gets him again.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That catches the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. There's the strike. The 2-2 on the way. Got him looking. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. It's the Mariners 1 and the Yankees nothing. back in Seattle. We go to the top of the 7th. Bryce Harper stepping in now for the Yankees. And there's a strike. In the air, right field, pretty well struck, carrying well, out of here. Bryce Harper goes deep, and we are all tied up. These Mariners fans are dealing with heartbreak right now.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Pablo Lopez gives way, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. So they turn things over to the righty, Grant Taylor.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Popped up. Rivas. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, Mason.
So up next for New York, Mason Wynn. Line drive, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
The batter number 13.
Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Hit to right center, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score, and they take the lead. It's 2-1.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
One out. Runner at second. Manny Machado stepping in now for the Yankees. And this one squirts away from the catcher. No advance, though. Man at second.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
There's a swing and a miss.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
That misses. 3-1.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. We'll see if he can settle himself down.
Ground ball right side, squirts through. Jazz on his horse coming around third. Safe, and it's 3-1.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
The shortstop takes a ball.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this. Ooh, body run. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
in the air on the infield. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, number 25.
So up next, Brent Rooker. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Swings through that high fastball.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the late stages of Game 7. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Smoke to the left, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Grant Taylor will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. The left-hander on now, Bennett Sousa.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Bounced up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and that's terrific work out of the bullpen. 1 pitch to end the frame. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Yankees 3 and the Mariners 1. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Oh.
And that one clips the corner.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And a swing and a miss there.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Cole Reagan's done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Michael King. He's into the game with the bases empty. the ground. And that's just foul.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate.
Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him. Runner first with 2 away. Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm, 1 for 2. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a ball popped up. That is the inning. 1 left for Seattle, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Daniel Nunez.
Yo, what's good? Yeah, I'll step up. I'll step up. I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. I'm being shaken down for what?
From his backside, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stop at short, which was outstanding, and how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
Now quick throw to first. Bellinger dives back. Runner on the go. And a foul ball. Runner goes again. Pitch is high. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. You're in Game 7 of the ALCS.